Good morning, gladiators. Today is Friday, January 29th. Today we are going to be reviewing appositive nouns. If you remember, a positive noun is just a renaming of a noun, giving more specific information, and it is set off in commas. Fielder, my son who tore his ACL, is a freshman in high school. Dr. Lopez, our principal, visited our class during advisory. Take a moment and watch this video about identifying appositives. You may press pause if you need to. Now, in your L&B, number your paper 1 through 5. Use the appositive rule to answer the following questions. What change, if any, should be made in the following sentence? The lady who wore a big hat walked her dog. Should you add a comma after lady? The lady, comma, who wore a big hat, comma, walked her dog. Delete the comma after hat. Change walked to walking, or make no change. So, who wore a big hat would be the appositive noun, so we would add a comma after lady, would be letter A. Her science teacher, Mrs. Stanley, assigned a project. Melody, my childhood friend, loves music. The bus that goes to Dallas leaves at 4 o'clock. The 6th graders who go to school in person are the first group to go to lunch. I'd like for you to identify the appositive phrase in these 5 sentences. Now go to Schoology and assess whether you know appositive nouns well enough and take the exit ticket. So lucky for us, we are going to start reading Refugee. So we're going to read chapter 1. I have put part 1, which are chapters 1 through 6 in Schoology. Try to stay with us. I know it's going to be hard to not read ahead. If you do, please no spoilers. But as you remember, there aren't really chapters in this novel. That we get the perspective of our 3 characters. And so after they tell us the events of each character, we're going to call that chapter 1. So when we finish chapter 1, we're going to open up our Refugee literary project, and we're going to be completing slides that go with each chapter. So for instance, slide 6 is about conflict. You'll write some key points that, some key elements that happened in this chapter. You're going to tell us about the conflict that each character is facing on slide 6. On slide 4 is an author interview. You're going to watch the video and answer the question. There's also a slide that asks about the historical mistakes, why it's important to learn from them. And so we're going to be writing that in the second half of class. Remember to finish taking your cold read. It's very important you complete that. And if you have to correct because you made a below an 85, that assignment is there for you as well. So the prompt is, why is it important to learn from historical mistakes? I'm going to change this. That shouldn't read stand up. Please remember to restate the question, capitalize the beginning of each sentence, and use punctuation at the end of your sentence. Remember, the prompt is, why is it important to learn from historical mistakes? So that slide will be fixed. Your pre-reading inquiry assignment is also due today. We've spent 2 weeks getting that done. So make sure you complete that and submit